Hey guys, good morning. It's Sagittarius Soul Tarot. We're going to go ahead and do a you and them energy check with you and the person on your mind. Let me find a banner real quick. Good morning, everyone. Hey, T Rose, Kitty. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Aries Man, Alexi. We're going to go ahead and see what's going on. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this reading. But what we're going to do is just an energy check this week or this weekend or rest of January with you and the person that you're dealing with or that's you're kind of figuring things out with. This could be somebody that you're currently in contact with, currently dealing with, or separated, somebody you're inquiring about. I'm just going to see the energies between you and this person and then get any other kind of message that needs to come through, and then personal advice as well. So, that being said, we're going to do Aries to Pisces, and then we'll do members' questions at the end. If you guys could just hold off on asking me the questions until I have the banner up and everything for members' questions. It's not late to join. If you guys want to join and be a member, you guys can. My membership is $4.99 a month. Hey, Danielle. All that's below in the description. Oh, Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Good morning. We're going to just see kind of whatever comes through, take it how it resonates, and watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus cross watch, reverse it if you need to. If you don't feel like, that's kind of your situation or what's going on, just, take it how it is and just leave it for someone else. So, oh, you're okay, Kitty. We've missed you on here. We haven't seen you much. Hey, Anna. If you guys want to book personal readings, I have availability for personals. That's like all I did yesterday was just catch up on personal readings. So if you end up booking a reading, there's a good chance you'll get it probably within 30 minutes or an hour. I do have plans after this live with my friend, but then after that, I will be back to do personal readings and all of that. So if you do end up booking, it will be done by today or tonight. But for the most part, I have pretty much free availability today. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with all signs. I'm going to start with Aries. All right, let's go ahead and start with Aries at 2:48. Hey, Wendy. All right, let's see. So we're just going to see an energy check on both sides. I'm going to do 3 cards for each of you, clarify if I need to. I'm going to do it a little bit differently than what I usually do. This is more just kind of like a check-in to see what's going on with the energies around you. So it's not going to be the more extended reading. I'll do that on another day. All right, let's just get a couple cards for each side and see what's going on. Okay. All right, well, this looks kind of confusing because on your side, Queen of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles in reversed. All right, so I don't know. Some of you, the energy I'm getting right off the bat, Aries, for this, you have feelings for this person, but you feel like there's manipulation, or you feel like this person's not giving you exactly what you're wanting. Maybe they're playing games, okay? Hey, Anne. So let me clarify. 4 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of you, you either feel like you have to manipulate to get this person's attention because they're not giving you their full attention, or it's just an energy of like you don't really know where things are going because there's so much inconsistency. So for a lot of you on your side, I will get more cards here. You just kind of feel that, it's cool to get their attention, but it's an energy of like, I'm not really getting much out of this person. I'm not really getting their full attention. I don't really know if this person truly wants me. Okay, so a lot of you feel like you need to take care of yourself. Okay, you feel like you need to take care of yourself. Maybe you feel depleted in this connection, which if that's the case, 4 of Swords, a lot of you feel maybe you're trying too much in this connection, Aries, that you're just doing too much to get their attention, or feel like you always have to do something. Some of you are questioning, is this person finding me attractive? Yeah, a lot of you feel like this person's not even into you. They're not even into you. They're not showing you much attention. You feel like you have to try too hard, okay, in this connection. Hey, Chumpa. Hey, Love Apples. Yeah, you feel like you have to try too hard, or you really have to make a point to get this person's attention. Children are a major concern in your love life, and your newfound confidence intimidates them. So, a spiritual awakening is affecting you both. Yeah, so what I'm getting on your side here, an energy of like, feel like you have to try too hard, feeling like you have to put all this effort into this connection because you don't feel like you're getting their full attention. Okay. Which is weird because I feel like this person's doing it on purpose. I think this person wants to get a rise out of you or get some kind of reaction, or they just feed off of having control because then their side is the devil, the chariot reverse, and the page of swords reverse. So this person is like they feed off of chaos, or they feed off of knowing they're upsetting you, because I'm getting with the Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles reverse on your side, you could feel like there's jealousy. Like you have jealousy because of other people or situations. You can feel like you're not getting their full attention. And on their side, that's what it feels like they're scheming, like they're doing that on purpose. Hey, Chrissy, I got your question. Hey, Jackie. So let me get more on the situation on them. Could be a Capricorn, Cancer. Could be an air sign. King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Three of Wands. This is somebody I feel like they're not completely healed. So you're dealing with an unhealed person. Okay. And even though I feel for the most part they mean well, with the King of Pentacles, you're dealing with somebody that is not in a good place where maybe they shouldn't entertain this connection. Because with the Three of Wands, it's like they're still kind of waiting or just wanting to see what's in there. Okay. Like what's coming towards you. I think you're dealing with somebody where it's like they are still not healed. For some of you, I hope they're not waiting on an ex or something, because I do have the Lovers here. So I hope they're not like waiting for an ex to return, okay, or something like that. But it just looks like somebody that is unhealed, okay? Somebody that is unhealed. Oh, that's weird. You can't download my video? Okay, family came out in reversed. So for a lot of you, maybe, like I said, on your side, maybe you want children because that came out like children could be a factor, children could be affecting it. Maybe this person doesn't want kids. Maybe they don't want a relationship. I feel like you were meant to meet this person for a reason. But yeah, I think this person feeds off chaos. I think they have a lot of unhealed trauma or wounds that they need to work on. Okay. The dragonfly. Yeah. So this person needs to change something about themselves. And it's like they're an avoidant. So I think you're dealing with an avoidant, Aries. And it's somebody that they still have like an unhealthy way. I feel an unhealthy coping mechanism or a way of healing. They love swooning over your photos. They are hiding something important from you. Lies lead you nowhere. Seek or speak the truth. This person's lying about something. Okay. What are they lying about? Some of you, they're lying about committing. Like they actually don't want to commit. Knight of Swords, the Moon, Eight of Wands reversed, Two of Cups reversed. I'm getting for some of you, they may still be in contact with their ex. Because I was feeling that for some of you, they might be waiting for their ex or still wanting to be in some kind of contact with somebody. Because I was seeing the Three of Wands and the Lovers. It's like they're expecting someone or waiting for somebody to come back. Okay. So let me get advice and see what's your guys' advice. What's Aries' advice? And your person? Okay, your advice is the Sun. So definitely reflecting on yourself. At this time, you're needing to focus on you, healing, making sure that you're in a good place, that you're happy. I did see self-care. So I think at this time, you're needing to make sure you are a priority. Okay. And your person's got Gemini. So definitely they need to work on their communication, because I did see they're lying about something. They're hiding something. And then the Moon on the bottom. So some of you, they're a Gemini moon. If not, I did see the Moon. So I think this person's hiding their intentions or what they want with you. I hope they're not just kind of leading you on and telling you that they want to be in a relationship when they don't. okay, or just kind of keeping you around, because it looks like they are hiding something, and it's like the communication with you is very vague. Okay. So it could be a Gemini you're dealing with. It could be a Cancer. Let me see. But for a lot of you, maybe they're not wanting a family. Okay, I have Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus. Definitely could be a Gemini. All right. So let's go ahead and do Taurus. See what's going on. All right, 1042. Oh, thank you, Sweetland. Sweet Lana. All right, let's see what's going on with you and your person. Hold on. All right. Ooh, okay. 2 of Cups, Page of Cups. This could be somebody new that you're dating. Let's see. Energy check for Taurus and their person. All right. Ooh. Okay. Well, some of you are wanting to go back out there and date, for some of you. Okay. Because on your side, 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, reverse, Page of Cups. I'm reading this 2 different ways. So either, okay, some of you are just accepting that something's not working out with you and this person. So maybe you're accepting it that, we're at a loss. I still have love for this person. I still care for them. I still have infatuation for them, but it's not working out. Okay. Some of you also could just be accepting it's not working out and wanting to maybe find other options or wanting to see what else is out there. If it's not that, you do still care about this person, but just having a hard time accepting what's going on. Yeah, 2 of Swords reverse, 2 of Wands. So basically, I think it's both scenarios. I think for a lot of you, you are accepting that this isn't going anywhere. Okay. That the situation, you're at a loss, it's not going anywhere. And with the Page of Cups and the 2 of Wands, I think you are kind of considering other options or wanting to put your heart out there and see if maybe there's something else coming in. But you are, grieving this. You're upset that things aren't going as planned. Yeah, some of you could feel that maybe either you are an option or you need to consider other options. Okay. Yeah, because you want a family, you want a happy relationship, and this person's not giving you that. So maybe a lot of you, Taurus, are ready to settle down, have a serious commitment, and not feeling like you're getting that from this person. Yeah, some of you could be dealing with somebody that love bombed you or was narcissistic. Yeah. And I think you're done of the temptation. Like you want somebody that's your soulmate. Okay. So I'm getting both scenarios. You're upset that maybe you felt like an option or you are considering options now. It looks like you're trying to move on from the situation and just accepting it. Your partner thrives on taking bold risks. Okay. So maybe, like I said, maybe this person you were dealing with, you felt like they always took risks in this connection. They kind of jeopardized you guys and your connection here. Comparing yourself diminishes your beauty. Yeah, a lot of you felt like they were just really like reckless and careless with you. And that caused a lot of, comparison where you felt like you had to compare yourself to other people. So it looks like you're trying to walk away from this connection and just consider it over for some of you because you felt like it was one-sided or it was like a love bombing situation. So this could be reversed for some of you. Take it out resonates. Hey, Debbie. On their side, Ace of Swords reversed, the Empress reversed, and the Fool in reversed. So you could be coming up as an Empress, okay, in reverse. Because I'm reading that this way, that this person knows they messed up with you, that they fumbled you in this connection. And that's funny because you said the Empress, and then the Empress came out in reverse. But anyways, what's going on? I feel like this person knows they owe you an apology. They owe you an apology, and they're just not saying anything. This person's avoiding having a conversation with you, or let me see. 7 of Wands, Death in reversed. Okay, Justice. So yeah, basically, I feel like what's going on is this person, they feel tension between the two of you. I think they want to have a conversation here. And And they are going to show back up in your energy. I don't think it's over completely between you and this person. They are going to show back up. For some of you, it might not be till Aries season. So it might not be till the spring, because I'm getting with the Fool in reverse, the Empress reverse, that's spring energy. That's March, April, maybe May. So for a lot of you, I don't see communication coming from this person just yet, because there is tension, or they feel like you're pushing them away. Maybe they feel you don't want to hear from them. But I do see this person owning up to their mistakes, knowing they fumbled you. Hey, Jilly. Yeah, this person feels at a loss. Yeah, they feel wounded. They feel like they lost out on this connection, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person knows that you were a destiny. You were somebody important to them. And basically they fumbled you. Yeah, because of their toxic ways. So they were toxic. They had control issues, which on your side, you're showing up as you are aware this person was love bombing you. So, hey, Tess, I got your question wrote down for today. Healing heart in reverse. I think this person still has healing to do. Healing from toxicity. They still haven't done that. Okay, the Runner in reverse. So they are acknowledging they have avoidant tendencies. Okay. So let's see. There's intense chemistry in your connection. Children are a major concern in your love life. So whether you or them, it's an energy of this person. They feel an intense chemistry with you. They know that you are the one. But basically they have healing to do. What's your guys' advice? Your advice is Jupiter. So I see expansion and growth in your energy, needing to focus on what you can control, what's going to be benefiting you, which with, on their side, the Empress in reverse, I feel like they delayed your growth and abundance because of their toxicity. So I hope this person wasn't holding you back in your life, because that's what I'm kind of feeling. And with your advice being Jupiter, you got so many positive changes in your life happening. And they got Mars. So having realization. This is somebody needing to have, an epiphany, realization. They're needing to take action into their own hands. Sixth house. So for the both of you, I see, growth and expansion. For you with Jupiter, sixth house, you're having a lot of financial opportunities where you can grow, maybe taking better care of your health as well. Because the Empress in reverse is kind of neglecting yourself. So for a lot of you, you guys are, taking better care of your health. Your person, they're taking better care of things that they want to accomplish in their life, whether that be their job, career as well, but actually putting effort in. So for the most part, I see this being a faded connection, but maybe it's not the right time right now, because I do feel your person still has to heal from whatever they're dealing with. So I have Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra. I have Aries. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Hey, Angel Eyes, good morning. All right, let's go ahead and do Gemini, 1825. So let's see, energy check. Ooh, and it is a horse year this year too. I already feel a lot more confident. I know the year technically hasn't started yet with, the Chinese astrology, but I'm already feeling, better. Hey, Elaine. All right, let's see. Gemini, what's your energy here? Wow, Two of Cups. Okay. What's their person's energy? Ooh, okay. All right, well, your energy, I got the Two of Cups, the Temperance reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Okay, so with this connection, you feel a very strong soulmate connection. I feel with the Temperance and the Devil both in reverse, you realize that this person does kind of irritate you, or there's something that kind of upsets you in this connection. Some of you could be dealing with a Sag or a Capricorn, but I think you're trying to maintain some kind of control, some kind of imbalance. Yeah, Nine of Cups. And the Knight of Cups reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting, I think a lot of you are aggravated by this person because you're showing up in an emotionally stable energy, while this person is showing up as kind of immature, not really wanting to focus on their emotions, not good at showing feelings. So I think when it comes to the two of you, there's a little bit of a difference here, like an opposition, I want to say, because the person you're dealing with, they're just not really in a mature emotional state. and you could feel triggered by this connection at times. I do feel like this is your person. You feel some kind of soul tie connection to them. And I think you're wanting to work things out with this person because you do care about them. But they do kind of get on your nerves. Okay. There's a little bit of a opposition here. You just don't like the way that they go about their feelings, emotions. You have a decision to make here. Yeah, a lot of you are contemplating about this masculine energy. Okay, masculine and moon. It's like if this person can work on these fears or work on these emotions, we would be in a good place. So I think what's going on is you're kind of waiting on the decision from this masculine. You know, are they wanting to actually open up to me? Because this kind of feels like an avoidant. You guys could be dealing with somebody that's emotionally avoidant, running from their problems. Okay, the sword and rose. Yeah. So you want clarity, you want truth. You want to know that this person is, you know, feeling this kind of way about you. This person is interested. Yeah, because you're dealing with somebody that is not healed. Okay. And I don't think it's you because you're showing up as a 9 of Cups. So you're showing up as emotionally stable. You're where you need to be. You are quite aware of how you feel for this person. Meanwhile, you are dealing with some kind of avoidance. And I think you're trying not to let it control the narrative in this connection. Hey, Crystal. Unnecessary drama is affecting your love life. They are in denial in their head with the clouds. Yeah, so they're like in denial, running from their feelings, not really in a clear awareness. Okay. The heart wants what it wants. So at the end of the day, Gemini, you want this person, but you want to see more maturity off of them. You want them to be more aware of how they feel for you. Okay. The only issue on their side, I'm getting 2 queens here. So I'm getting the Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. So there's some kind of interference between you and this person. Let me clarify. For some of you, I hope they're not married still or in a relationship. Okay, Death reverse, 7 of Swords reverse. Okay. There's an energy with 2 queens here. Some of you, they have an ex that's in their life. And it's like, well, they can't be out of my life. Maybe because there's children involved or some kind of history. Because I feel at the end of the day, they are being transparent, honest with you about how they want a commitment. 10 of Pentacles. Why the Queen of Wands? 7 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So it's like they're keeping options open, or they still have somebody that they're in communication with. Okay. And they're saying it's just a friend for some of you. Now, this could be a friend getting in the way. A friend of your sex. So if you're a female, there's a friend getting in the way that's a woman, okay, or a mother or something like that. Because I feel it's somebody that is giving them advice or information. And this person, it feels like they might be kind of getting in the way of this connection. But I think you're aware of this person and you know that they're not going to leave or they're not going to end things with them. So, loss. Okay, they're feeling wounded. This person doesn't want to fight with you is what I'm seeing. They don't want to, leave you out in the cold. Let me see. Abundance and reversed. This person, okay, they're trying to be more in a positive mindset about what exactly they want with the 2 of you. But I'm getting with the Queen of Wands, I don't feel like that's you. I think you're the Queen of Swords reversed. And you're upset that this person won't leave. That this other person and their energy is still a factor in some way. Internal conflicts are affecting your connection. Yeah, there's some Queen of Wands, possibly an Aries, that's getting in the way between the 2 of you. They suffer seeing you happy with another. Some of you, it's an ex of theirs. Like they have an ex that still comes back in their energy and they don't want to see them move on. And for whatever reason, they won't end things with that ex. Because for some of you, I'm getting that could be their ex that's still in their life with the Death in reverse. Could be an ex, could be an Aries, a Scorpio. It feels like they still miss that person. They still miss that person, or they still have communication and think, what if? What's going on with this third party here? Okay, yeah, some of you, it's a karmic. It's a karmic ex of theirs still showing up. They're still upset about this person. So for some of you, they still want to be with that person, or they still have feelings for them. And they've made it known to you that this ex will always be there. Okay. And I think it caused trust issues in your guys' connection. So, okay. Let's see. Your advice is Uranus, and they got first house. All right. Bottom of the deck, we got seventh house. So partnerships, union. So basically, because you have a decision to make about this masculine, some of you feel like they're hiding things, is what I saw. Basically, your decision is, if nothing changes with Uranus here, if nothing changes in this relationship dynamic, or if they don't take out what's upsetting you, like they don't stop the situation that's upsetting you, then you might have to make a decision to leave for your own sake with the Nine of Cups, for your own, benefit emotionally. This person, they got the first house. It feels like they're confused because the Seven of Cups, it's like they don't know exactly what they want. They know you're a good opportunity. They know with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles that you guys are building something solid, and this could be a good relationship. But I feel they still have feelings or despair over this ex, and that's really confusing them and causing them this sense of, I don't know what to do. So it really feels like they need to figure things out, okay, about like this relationship dynamic, what they actually want with you before pursuing things further, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Because I feel like there's some internal conflict, and it's an ex for a lot of you. Some of you, I'm getting an Aries. Okay. It could be a Scorpio, but it's like they don't have a positive mindset about your connection, really, or they're still lacking a positive mentality because of being in delusion about this other person or situation. Hey, Christia. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio for some of you. I have an Aries, a Libra showing up, Sag, Capricorn. All right, let's go ahead and do Cancer. Energy check for the week, or whenever you're seeing this. 2720. All right. Oh, you're okay. This might be somebody coming into your energy this week, so you never know. Hey, CM. All right, let's see. Cancer and your person check-in. What's going on? All right, your energy. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, this is kind of interesting on your person's end. Okay, your side, Four of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Four of Cups in reverse. There's an that's so weird. There's an energy of like urgency, or afraid that I'm going to miss out on this connection. I'm afraid that I'm going to lose out. Is kind of what I'm seeing from you. It's like, this person is your sun. They're your happy place. I'm getting with the Sun, you could feel like a childlike energy off this connection. You could feel either a kid again, there could be kids involved, or you just feel like warmth and sunshine around this person. And a sense of holding on, which is weird because I heard the emergency truck yesterday in Cancer's reading. So some of you, something about urgency, like you're still holding on to this person. You want some kind of opportunity with them. Yeah, you're mourning them. Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You feel in despair. A lot of you feel like your life hasn't been happy. If you're in no contact, or you're not with this person right now, there's been some delay, setbacks. You feel unhappy this person's not in your life. And it's like, I want to hold on to like this connection still. I don't want to let it go. So this could be somebody that you feel you are losing, and that's upsetting you because they are a sense of joy and happiness to your life. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if you feel like they're slipping away, if time is running out. Damn, as I say that, timing, spring. So spring could be significant. Maybe that's when you guys met, was in the spring, or this is telling me that like you guys are going to come back together. If it is a no contact, you're going to see them in spring. Okay, South Node in reverse and karma. So maybe there's karma that you have to let go of. Maybe there's some kind of healing or something from your past you're needing to let go of in order for this connection to come forward. Okay, this could have been a karmic relationship for some of you. unconditional love in reversed. Okay, camera. So some of you, Cancer, are reminiscing on this person, wondering, was it one-sided? Am I the one that's still mourning them and missing them, and they don't miss me or love me? I kind of feel that coming from your energy. It's a sense of, I'm still holding on to somebody that I don't know still cares. Okay, they're a little too cleany for your taste. So maybe there was cleaning. For some of you, yeah, I'm getting an energy maybe in the past. You both were cleaning towards each other, codependent, and maybe this person's not in that energy anymore. Maybe they're showing up as if they're moving on or they're fine on their own. Because I've seen karma. Maybe this person learned a karmic lesson about being cleany or possessive, and maybe you feel like they're letting you go, like they're just slipping away from you. There could be unnecessary drama in your love life. Okay. But I'm getting a sense of sadness. Like, I want this person to come back. I'm afraid I'm losing them, and maybe wishing that you were more cleany. Maybe you're realizing, man, I should have been more cleany. I should have held on to them because I feel like I'm losing them. And it's weird because she's holding on to a dice. Okay. So some of you are like, man, maybe I didn't take a risk, or I didn't maybe I gambled this connection, or I just was so quick to just give up. So that's what it feels like. It's like she's holding on to a dice. So maybe, you're still wanting to take a risk in this connection. You still want this person. So the person you're dealing with could be a Sagittarius or a Scorpio. I got the Knight of Wands, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. So it looks to me they're coming in pretty quick, wanting to work things out here. Yeah, this is somebody that you're not with. Okay, this person, it looks like they're showing back up. Now, they could be having money issues, or there's something about their foundation. I don't know if they're going through like a financial loss, something like that. I'm getting, for the most part, they do want to come back, resurface in your life. Okay, could be a Virgo as well. They're wanting to resurface into your energy. And this person still has a strong desire for this connection, but it's an energy. If you guys had a tower between the two of you, because I did see about drama, if you guys did have I'm not trying to make it negative. This isn't really negative. This is somebody that you've had a tower with, somebody you've been separated with. It doesn't look negative. Basically, it's a good thing. If it's somebody that you're wanting to come back, it's giving you hope that you're going to reconnect with this person. But anyways, what I'm seeing here is this person, wow, they could have been working on their money or their finances. Okay. Yeah, this person was maybe silent, not speaking to you because of maybe there was a really harsh ending. You guys could have had a tower. Things could have ended really bad. But yeah, I'm just seeing here, like, this person, their focus is on their money, their finances. They could have been making maybe bad decisions with their money. They could have had a personal tower in their life. So if you guys didn't have a tower between you guys, they could have had a tower in their life about realization about their money, their finances. Okay. I feel like this person is still into you in some degree, but they haven't been showing you that. And, I was going to say, I'm trying not to make it negative. I try to spin the readings as positive as I can. But if it's a situation where it is kind of negative, I'm trying to see both sides, But this person, their focus is on their happiness, their security, their finances, things like that. That's what's going on with this person. And there is a bit of awkwardness between you and them. So if you guys are like in a separation, I feel like this person, like when you guys come back together or have some kind of conversation, it might be kind of awkward. Okay. Some of you guys could have been dealing with a karmic relationship. Okay. Either you are in a karmic relationship with this person, because I did see karma, or maybe the both of you, had to let go of that, or it became karmic. So if they wanted to be with you, it would be so. You're doing too much. Balance is needed. So this person actually is worried that you don't want them. Because with the teddy bear in reverse, they could be afraid, you are their happiness, which I feel you guys are mirroring each other because they're showing up as paradise. You are their happiness. Okay. And I think this person's afraid, Cancer, that, that they tried too hard in the past, that they did too much. And I think they're trying to balance out their finances, their career, and try not to have so much expectation of the connection. So let's go ahead and get advice. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see. Okay. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, if not Leo season significant. Maybe you guys met in Leo season or something of that. Because I'm getting strong Leo here, but for you, I'm getting your advice, the second house. So some of you maybe, okay, for some of you, maybe you were the cleany one. Because I'm getting, for some of you, maybe you were the one that was jealous, possessive, because that's Taurus energy. So some of you maybe, and with her holding on to the dice, either you want to be more possessive and you want to take control of the situation, or maybe that was your problem in the past. Maybe either you were possessive and jealous in the past, or you are that way now because you don't know what's going on. Okay. But your advice, I think you're needing to ground yourself a little bit more, focus on you, because it does feel in the most part of your energy, your Cancer. You're worried about this person. If you're losing them, which the first card coming out was a Four of Pentacles, which that is a sense of possession. Okay. So I don't know if you are possessive over this person, this connection, or if that is what a problem was in the past that you needed to work on. Okay. They got the Sun for their advice. So they're needing to take care of themselves, which I see them doing. They are trying to radiate their happiness within. They're trying to work on themselves, their finances, their career. Because on the bottom, I got Leo. Okay. So some of you are dealing with a Leo. If not, it's an energy of like you both make each other really happy. There's joy, there's warmth in this connection, but also needing to make yourselves happy as well. And that's weird. Under Leo, I got Cancer. So for a lot of you, it is a Leo. If it's not a Leo, just an energy of needing to make yourselves happy, making sure you're in a content place when you guys get back together. Okay. I know I need more coffee too. Mine's almost out. I've drank half of it already. Oh, thanks, Angel. Okay, so you guys could be dealing with a Leo. I do have Leo here. I got Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Could be any sign, but that's the ones coming through the strongest. All right, let's go ahead and do Leo. 3713. All right, let's see. What's going on with Leo and their person? Wow, Two of Cups. Okay, Gemini had that as well. First card out. So you guys could have Gemini in your chart or dealing with one. Okay. Okay, wow. So your side, I got the Two of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So already it's telling me you guys could be dealing with a soulmate. Okay, some kind of soul connection. A lot of you are worried about losing this person. You could either feel at a loss, like you are losing them. Some of you either feel like you have to lose them to focus on yourself, or you just feel them slipping away. Let me clarify here. Okay, High Priestess, Page of Swords, Magician. Damn. Yeah, you guys could have Gemini in your chart. I said that. Either you're dealing with a Gemini or you have Gemini heavy in your chart, because I'm getting strong Gemini and Pisces as well. It's an energy of like you're holding on to them, like you're still energetically holding on to them, but your intuition's telling you to let them go because you know they're going to come back. It's an energy of either you're manifesting them back in, or you just know they're going to return regardless. So I think that's the energy here. It's like you are still kind of holding on to a part of the connection, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, because you do feel they are your soulmate. But it's also like your intuition's telling you, well, just let them go. If they're meant to be yours, they'll come back, is what I'm seeing here. It's kind of that one saying where it's like, if it's yours, you'll know it'll come back, you know? Okay. Now I'm getting that song by Christina Aguilera, What a Girl Wants. Because she says that on the song, if it comes back, it's yours. That's how you know. It's for good. Yeah, it's for sure. Okay, so maybe with What a Girl Wants, you're just focusing on yourself. Okay. But basically your intuition's telling you just to not worry about it, that they are going to resurface. Okay. Watching in reversed. Yeah. So you're not wanting to watch this person anymore. You're not wanting to spy on them. I think this person's watching you and you're not watching them. And I think that's what's making it harder. Now, if you're not energetically holding on to them, you could feel their energy still holding on to you. Okay. Because they're watching you, they're stalking you for some of you. Yeah. It's like you already know this person still wants you, they're still desiring you. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it makes it hard when someone's pulling on your energy by watching you. Because I think you're trying to just let this person go. You're trying to free from it. Let's see. Yeah, dragonfly. You're trying to heal. So a lot of you, wow, twin flame. Okay, so this is why it's kind of intense. Yeah, I think you're in this energy of you're trying to just find out what you want for your life. You're trying to be set free with the dragonfly. You're just wanting to set yourself free. You're wanting to just move on from the connection, but you feel this person tugging at you. And a lot of you, it's because it is a twin flame. Okay, they're just pulling you. Okay. Oh, it is exhausting, I know. Okay, they are hiding something important from you. So maybe that's what caused the separation. They were hiding stuff. And that's why you feel like, okay, I need to let this person go because they were lying to me. They were dishonest. Okay. And there could have been cleanliness or possessiveness with this person. And maybe that's what you don't like either, is that they're clingy or they were in the past. Okay. This person's coming up as somebody in their energy that's kind of codependent on you still. Like they're still either physically codependent with your energy or maybe financially. If it's not financially for some of you, because some of you that could be the case where they're still wanting to kind of benefit off you financially, or you feel like you have to take care of this person. Because I have here the Four of Cups reverse, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles reverse. So some of you, they are still somehow pulling on your energy, which is true. Let me see. Yeah, the Emperor and the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so you're dealing with somebody here that I think they need to be independent. They need to work on their own. They need to free themselves from you. But I think it's hard because they still end up spying on you and watching you. So you're dealing with somebody that it's like they know they need to work on their healing. They need to work on themselves, but it's hard. It's like they keep going back to you, or they can't just completely cut you off energetically. They still are feeding off your energy in some way. With the Four of Cups reverse the Sun, they're still energetically pulling on you, or at least hoping for that. Oh, thank you, Tess. So let's see. Okay, past, suffering, and reverse. So yeah, they're needing to let go of some kind of past. I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to work on themselves, their priorities. Some of you, they're not wanting to accept that if you guys are done, that it is over. Maybe they still think you guys can come back together. You can still be with each other. Yeah, this masculine energy is looking for divine guidance. Okay, so they're looking for divine guidance. Because like I said, it could definitely be a twin flame relationship. They don't know how to live their life without you, or just how to go on, Now I'm getting that song by Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. God, I'm channeling a lot during this reading. That's what I did yesterday. I was channeling a lot yesterday. Yeah, ship in reversed. So they're having a hard time cutting ties of the connection and moving on. Hey, Katie. Yeah, they feel they're not good enough. It's like they're holding themselves back with the self-limitation that, I just need to stay where I'm at. I don't want to set myself free. It's sad. It's somebody that feels like they can't set themselves free. But your energy is you're the dragonfly. You're trying to move on. They feel like they can't. Like they can't move on. They can't let this go. But that's their way of thinking. Okay. And it's sad. They're looking for guidance because they can't move on. Your partner is enamored by you. Okay. You both share spiritual experiences. Yeah. So you both are very spiritual, or you are, like I said, going through a twin flame journey. So, all right, let's get advice. That was giving me goosebumps. I don't know. All right. What's your advice, Leo? Fourth house. So you're needing to focus on family, okay, security, your roots. Like I said, if you are letting go, releasing, trying to make something of your life, needing to focus on the stability. Their advice, Capricorn and the third house. So yeah, this is somebody, they're needing to work on themselves at this time. They're needing to, focus on what exactly they want with their life. This could be somebody struggling financially, struggling with a career, maybe a persona. because I'm kind of getting maybe they have a persona with the Emperor here. That's like your persona, the way you come off. It's like they're having a hard time accepting who they are, finding themselves, needing to find. It's almost like they need to find some kind of skill or hobby besides this connection, you know? Like they need to focus on something more financially or something that they need to just act like you don't exist, I guess, and try to put you out of their head because they're so obsessed with you that it's like they need to just act like you don't exist for a day and try to live their life without you is what they're needing to do. The sun, because I feel like on the bottom, for you, the sun in the fourth house, you're really focused on family. Maybe your child is really like your focus right now. Because I did see about children in the other reading. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, okay, I think, or was it Gemini? I forget which reading. I did see about children if you have that in your chart. So some of you are really focused on family, children, and this person, the sun, they're needing to focus on, their finances, their stability. They're needing to find themselves again, okay, needing to collaborate, with a working project. So that's what I'm seeing for you. This person, it's like they're so obsessed with you. They can't like move on. And it's pulling on your energy and you're trying to, it's like they're calling you back in basically, and you're trying to just leave. But it's like they're doing despite the opposite. It's like you're trying to leave, but then they're pulling on you and it's making you feel them. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. So you guys could be dealing with a Gemini. You guys could have Gemini, Pisces in your chart. I have Aries, Scorpio, Leo. Could be any sign. All right, let's go ahead and do Virgo. All right, 4630. All right, energy check with you and your person. I mean, I didn't mean for these readings to be so deep. I feel like these are actually more probably in depth than the other ones that I've been doing. Okay, let's see. You're welcome. I feel bad if that's what you're going through, Kitty, because that's draining, It's like you're just trying to live your life, and it's like they just keep showing back up. All right. So Virgo, 7 of Wands. Not a good way to start the reading. You don't want to talk to this person. Yeah, you're not happy with them. Okay. So I don't know what's going on. Your energy, 7 of Wands, Ace of Swords, reverse, 10 of Cups. For a lot of you, you're very protective of your family at this time, or like your main focus is your family, your emotional well-being. It almost looks like you feel you can't let this person into your life. What's going on? Okay, because they're immature. Yeah, Knight of Cups reverse, 4 of Swords reverse. I think you're tired of it. You're tired of this person being inconsiderate with you, inconsistent in and out. A lot of you are thinking about your long-term happiness and how you don't benefit off this person being in your life because they're showing up as somebody that's maybe even for some of you a love bomber. Okay, I'm kind of getting that. They're a love bomber, or they kind of tell you what you want to hear, but they don't actually own up to it. And I think for a lot of you, Virgo, with your energy, it's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm sick of the inconsistency. I'm sick of the mind games. Okay. Yeah, the sun. It's like you're trying to find strength. You're wanting to make yourself happy. With fear here, some of you are dealing with a twin flame as well. But a lot of you are feeling there's a lot of fear surrounding this connection, or that's why they're inconsistent with you. A lot of you are trying to find strength. Yeah, I think you're trying to reject this person and tell yourself, I don't want them anymore, because you're trying to focus on your internal happiness. And this person is draining you in some way. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you are just trying to move on and start over with your life. Okay. It looks like you're trying to find some kind of strength here. Some of you are not interested in this person, and they just keep showing back up in your energy. They could be the one that's kind of demanding of your time and energy. Some of you could end up blocking this person. Okay, the heart wants what it wants. Okay, comparing yourself diminishes your beauty. So maybe you felt like, you know what? Some of you, maybe I'm getting an energy, Virgo. If you don't want this person, you were maybe comparing them to somebody that was your 10 of Cups, somebody that was your person. And it's almost like they disappointed you because they didn't show up for you emotionally or the way that you thought they were. Okay. And I think you're like the heart wants what it wants. I think you told this person, I just don't feel for you this way anymore. And they're having a hard time accepting that. Relationships take work, show a little bit more effort. Some of you feel like you've made everything possible or you've tried to do what you could, but you're just not happy. And maybe you're comparing this connection to somebody else that you want to be with. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Because it's telling me that you're not really happy with this person. They're not your happiness. They're not the person you want to be with. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you. I think maybe in the beginning you compared this connection to somebody else that you wanted to be with, or just thought that they could make you happy. You compared this connection to what you thought it was going to be, and it just wasn't. Okay. And for a lot of you, I think you're telling this person, this isn't what I want. Okay. Maybe there's a lot of differences too. Maybe this person is just not giving you the life that you want. And you're telling them that, like, I'm not happy. Their energy, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords reversed. So this is somebody that's continuing to try. They're trying to get on the same page with you, but for whatever reason, they feel it's hard. It's getting harder, and they are losing hope in the connection. The Star in reverse, 9 of Wands reverse. This is somebody, they just feel like what they're doing is just not comparing. If there is a third party on your end, they feel like they can't compare to that third party. Because I was kind of getting that. But you're dealing with somebody maybe that you just don't really want anymore. Or maybe you either are talking to somebody new and you like that new person, or there's somebody from your past that maybe you miss. And you were kind of comparing that connection to this and just disappointed. Okay. Because even in this card, she looks disappointed. She looks sad, So I think with your person, they feel like they can't give you what you want. Okay. And they feel like it's getting kind of hopeless here because they're just not that other person. The truth. Yeah. So maybe they got some kind of truth, or they just know that, I'm just not what you want, and that's okay. But I think they are having a hard time accepting it. Okay. Yeah, abundance came out in reverse. This person feels like the two of you are just not giving each other anything. There's not much coming of the situation. The dragonfly. I think this person's finding the truth out of this. Of like, I just can't make you happy, or I just can't give you what you want. Yeah, this person could end up separating or choosing to go their separate way. Because they just feel like at the end of the day, it's like what I'm putting into this is very, heavy. I'm putting a lot more into this than I should. Okay, so they're thriving on taking bold risks. So they wanted to take a risk on this connection. Some of you, they took a risk. If it was a third party situation and you have a previous ex that you still want, this person knew about that ex, and they knew that you still love them, that you still wanted to be with that ex, and they took a risk on this connection knowing what they were getting themselves into. That's what it feels like. So for some of you, Virgo, if you still miss an ex or somebody else, they already knew, like your person knew coming into that, in this connection, that you already had an ex, you still love someone, and that there's stagnancy in this connection. There's stagnancy because of another person. I think you deeply still love someone else or want someone, and I think you've made it clear to that person. So I see maybe you and this person separating because they feel they can't give you what you want. They've been trying, but it's just not working. They can't compare. So your advice is fixed. Okay. So fixed in Gemini. So I feel like, for a lot of you, maybe you've just been kind of keeping things stagnant or keeping it where it's at because you're hoping that it'll change, or hoping that if you guys communicate better, things will come of the situation. It doesn't feel like it. Some of you feel like, you've said your piece and nothing's getting resolved. Like maybe with Gemini here, it's like I've told this person how I feel. They're either not getting it, or they're just not wanting to understand. They're not wanting to fix the situation. Okay. So I think a lot of you are kind of getting tired of things being the way that they are. And you're wanting to just block. Some of you are choosing to block communication from this person because it just feels like you're not getting anywhere. Like you're at a stagnancy. Everything's stuck. And then their advice is Neptune. So spirituality, intuition, they're getting signs here, your person. They're getting signs from their intuition. That's where this truth is coming from. They could be intuitive, but they know, they can see like through body language, they can see through communication that you just aren't feeling this anymore. And I think that's why this person is choosing to separate, because they can tell. that you're just not feeling it. You're not really into them anymore. And even though you've made it perfectly clear, I think this person was in denial and they didn't want to believe it. But now they're starting to realize that the two of you are just not on the same page, and that maybe, they are blocking you from being with somebody else. Is kind of what it feels like. So you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Pisces. Okay, it could be any sign. All right, let's go ahead and do Libra. 5507. All right, what's going on? Ooh, okay, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. What's going on with Libra person and you? Energy check. What's going on? Sometimes I do a collective reading, yes. Usually with every reading, I'll do a collective reading, but this one I'm not. I'm just going to do Aries to Pisces and then members. Ooh, your energy, 5 of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Fool in reverse. Okay, well, right off the bat, what I'm feeling here, because I did see the 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, you guys could be dealing with somebody that either is in a third-party situation where they're not entirely single. For some of you, they're not entirely single, or they have a choice between you and someone else, okay? Because your energy, you feel like you're in competition. You feel like you're competing for somebody, and you feel with the Knight of Swords full in reverse, I don't know if this person's ever going to choose me or want to be completely with me, is what I'm seeing here. Some of you could feel like some of you are questioning, like, am I just wasting my time? Yeah, 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, for a lot of you, you guys could either be feeling like there is a third party, like they have to choose you and somebody else, okay? And it's just like they are refusing to make this decision and they've been dragging it out for quite some time. You could feel like you are wasting time in this connection where you don't entirely know where you stand when you could be dating other people is kind of what it feels to me, okay? Either you're wasting time in this connection. I'm getting 2 scenarios. Either you're wasting time because they're not making things, official with you and you feel like you're just in limbo, or this person, you feel like they're just not leaving the other situation and making you wait. Yeah, release and reversed. So a lot of you feel like something is just not released. You're stagnant. There's a lack of surrendering. You are very passionate towards this person, but it's like, I don't know how much longer I can wait. Okay. Yeah. Partying. Some of you could feel like all this person cares about is being single. Some of you, that's the situation where they just want to stay single. They don't want to make any kind of, priority to any relationship. Either they are just remaining single and they're just keeping you stuck at a stalemate, or you just feel like maybe like you've just been single for a while and you're ready to be in a relationship. Yeah. You're questioning if this person's even into you, because it's like they're just fine with just keeping things content how they've been, and you're getting upset. Okay. You want to start over with this person. Yeah. So a lot of you want to start over with them. You want a commitment. You want a relationship. You don't want to let this person go. Yeah. A lot of you don't want to let them go. You're refusing to let them go. And I'm seeing that with release and reverse. I don't want to release this connection because I have a strong physical attraction. I'm into them. There's chemistry, but I don't want to feel like I'm stuck. And with this person, 10 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's some kind of competition here. Hierophant reversed, 3 of Swords. Yeah, so there is a third party. I don't know if they're recently divorced. Okay, if they're recently divorced, if they got out of a relationship and they're still like mourning that connection, and that's why they're hesitant being with you because of that relationship. I don't know if they're still involved with that person, because it feels like they've been like kind of clear and honest with you about what's been going on, but it's not really a traditional situation. So for some of you, like a sense, like maybe they are broken up or divorced, and let's just say it's non-traditional. Maybe they still live together, but they're divorced or they're broken up. And that's kind of a red flag. I talked to somebody like that and it made me really uncomfortable. There was a guy that I talked to like years ago and that was going on. He's like, oh, me and my ex are still living together. And I'm thinking, okay, like it's been like months, you know what I mean? So maybe that's kind of weird. where you're feeling like they still have some kind of relationship. I don't know. But I'm just seeing from this person, their side of things, they are still hurt about some kind of breakup, separation they're in. Okay. And I don't know if they're making that an excuse for why they're not committing to you. Some of you, they could still either be manipulated by the third party in some way about finances or money, like they live with them, or there's something to do with like there's still manipulation, there's still conflict. Yeah, it's like with the past in reverse. They're having a hard time like letting go. It's like they're still kind of keeping in this energy. They're wanting to take care of themselves though. So this is somebody trying to take care of themselves, but there's still some kind of dependency on the other person, the third party here. Because I feel they are still either in contact with some kind of third party or there's still a situation going on. Yeah, they're hiding something. They're not being completely transparent with you. They're pretending, they're hiding. Okay, some of you, they're lying that they're not married to this person anymore. Or they don't have a commitment with them. Maybe that's what they're hiding. Or they're not involved. Just because they're not married doesn't mean they're not involved, you know? Yeah, temptations are affecting your love life. So they're still easily persuaded or tempted by the third party. So either they are still like technically maybe they're lying about being divorced, or they're still kind of dealing with this person in some way. And they're still tempted by that person. Outside opinions affect your love life. Yeah. So some kind of third party is affecting the two of you. And I'm feeling it's a person that you already know about. You feel like they're just keeping you in limbo. So what's your advice? Okay, you got fixed. All right. So Virgo had that as well. You're needing to just basically focus on things that you can strengthen in your life. Sagittarius. I feel the situation you're trying to, fix your point of view, fix your thoughts on this, trying to be more optimistic, trying to find other ways of doing things. But I think it's getting hard for you. It's getting hard for you to put yourself in the situation of, I know where I'm at. I think you're trying to think outside the box. You're trying to be more optimistic that maybe things will change between me and this person for the better. But a lot of you already know the situation, the circumstance. And I think you're running out of resources or ways to be, staying in the situation, basically. They got Jupiter and Sagittarius. So some of you are dealing with a Sag. If not, this person, they know they want to expand. They want to grow. They want to get out of the situation. But by still having contact or interaction with this third party, they're not going to grow. They're keeping themselves stuck. And that's what this person needs to learn is, if they really want to make change in their life and, maybe have something new with you or start something up in general, they're needing to let go of that past person because that past person is causing them to feel stuck. Okay. They feel limited, basically. There's limitations on them. You guys could be dealing with a Taurus. I have Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do Scorpio. 10305. All right, Scorpio, let me get more coffee. Okay, what's going on with you and your person? Energy check. All right, let's see. Energy check for Scorpio and your person. Ooh, I'm a Scorpio Venus too. All right. Ooh, what's with the 5 of Wands? Keep showing out. Either the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. Okay. Well, you're unhappy with this person. A lot of you, you're unhappy. You feel like they're wasting your time. You feel like they're not bringing you any kind of happiness. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You basically 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse. Some of you, there's fight. Like some of you guys could have a family dynamic. Okay. Some of you, the fight is about children. So either you have a child with this person, you feel they're inconsistent, you feel they're not reliable. There could be, a conversation about that where you feel like there's a broken home. You feel they're not giving you what you need emotionally, financially for the situation. Some of you, that's the case. If not, and it's a relationship or a connection, you just feel they're not bringing much to the table. Okay. They're not providing you with anything. You could even feel that they're just selfish, that they come in when it's convenient for them, when they just feel like coming around. Yeah, the Hierophant. Some of you could be in a relationship, Knight of Wands, but you feel like you don't see the practical in the relationship. So if you are actually dating them, you feel that they are just very inconsistent. They're not reliable in your life. They're not somebody that is showing up for you. Some of you are also questioning their loyalty to you. Is this person cheating on me? Or are they talking to other people? Because you are feeling this energy of like, I feel like there's competition. I feel like there's some kind of outside source that is like getting in the way of the two of us. Some of you, it could be work. It could be their job getting in the way. It could be family. But you're just getting upset. You feel like they're not providing you the happiness. Wow. The happiness that you want. I just saw toxicity. Okay, let's see. And there's a lot of just in and out. Yeah, the moon. You could feel like there's something going on here. There's some kind of fear. You are expecting the worst to happen, or you're not expecting much positive to come of the situation. I saw unexpected in reverse. The runner in reverse. So yeah, you feel like you're dealing with somebody, they're very inconsistent. It's like 1 minute they act like they want to do better in the relationship, they're working on it, and then the next they run, they just keep disconnecting from you. Yeah, and it makes you feel they're hiding something. Because it's like, well, why are they so like being secretive about their time, their work? Some of you feel like they're hiding their work schedule. They're not making sense. Like things are not adding up. Okay. So some of you are in an actual relationship with this person. Some of you could be questioning, are they married? Okay. So if you're not actually dating them and you're just kind of talking, you could wonder, are they hiding a marriage? Because if it's like, are they talking to me at certain points of the time of the day? They can only talk to me this time. They can only come see me like this. Maybe they make an excuse with their car. Some of you are questioning, like, are they actually in a relationship? Are they involved? Because it feels very weird, Outside opinions are affecting the relationship. Okay. And you want to start over with this person. So you want to have some kind of new beginning, but you just feel like you guys keep there's not much going here. You feel like you're kind of at a loss. Okay. And I think there's a lot of suspicion of wondering, like, are they married? Are they in a relationship? Or if you're in a relationship with them, are they being loyal to me? Are they talking to other people? Are there outside opinions, that are like trying to get in the way of this relationship? Which you could be feeling that way. Your person's got the Tower, the King of Swords, and the Empress. Okay. Basically, they're aware that this relationship's kind of messy. That they're going to end up losing you. Yeah. So some of you do have kids with this person. Either you do have a family unit with this person. It's kind of showing up that way. There could be kids involved. Either you have a child with somebody else and they're like a stepfather or whatever, or you guys do actually have kids together. Because I'm seeing here this person, or they want that with you. Okay. For some of you, they want that with you, or they did at one point. They wanted children. They wanted a marriage. But now it's like with the Ace of Swords reverse, they're not quite sure. Because it's an energy of like, they're kind of changing their perspective. They're trying to see, like, is this connection still here? They do still have love and respect for you, but trying to decide, they're trying to be logical about this connection. If it's something they still want to give to. Yeah, some of you aren't separated just yet. Hey, FK, but they don't know. It's like they don't know if they're still completely invested into this. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Wondering if you guys can work it out. Yeah, they still want to work on this relationship. They still want to be persistent, repairing it. But it's also an energy of like, for how much longer? Because they feel like with the King of Swords and the Tower, that you guys are kind of like on shaky grounds. This person could feel like they're not enough, or they're not bringing enough to the table, which is what you feel for them. And that could be a way of them not being healed, or them just feeling limited of what they can provide for you. But yeah, this person still wants to work on it, but questioning a separation if that's going to happen. So their intentions are confusingly questionable. They're hiding something important from you. Yeah. Some of you feel like this person is coming up as somebody that's, not really telling you the truth. Some of you, there could be a third party. There could be like an ex-spouse, or they are still kind of involved with somebody. So let me see. What are they hiding from you? Okay. 3 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, the Devil. Ooh. And I saw Temptation in reverse. Some of you, there could be another person they're kind of interested in, and they're keeping it from you, and it's kind of betraying. I don't know if I hope it's not like a friend of yours or somebody you know, because what they're hiding is the fact that they kind of are interested in somebody, or they kind of find somebody attractive. Maybe they're getting kind of into someone more than they should. So there could be somebody they're watching. What's your advice? Or someone they're talking to online? What's your advice, Scorpio? Okay, you got Gemini, and then we got Virgo. So definitely, I feel like you need better communication with this person, because there's a lot of things that you're questioning. And if you're questioning this with the moon, I think you're needing to have a really deep, honest conversation. Like, where is this going? What are you wanting out of this relationship? The both of you, I think for your own sake, you just need to know what's going on. You need to know, is this person actually invested? Do they actually want to be with me? Because there's a lot of questioning if they're cheating, if they're talking to other people. And now I'm getting on their side that they are doing that, because their advice is Aries and Virgo. So maybe they are like putting too much work into themselves, their job, their career, and they are being, busy and entertaining something else in their life. And they are kind of distracting themselves from you. And I think that's what's causing problems. They could even feel, for some of you, that maybe there's a lack of passion or fun in this relationship, and that's kind of what's going on. Or they're just ready to start something new. And they need to be honest with themselves if that's what they're wanting. They need to tell you that, instead of keeping this relationship on a string, with the Tower here. If they're wanting to see other people, or they're wanting to separate, they're needing to let you know, instead of holding you, back, basically. So I think you're questioning, are they being dishonest? I think they are. For a lot of you, I think they are being dishonest, and they are talking to someone else, or they're just kind of flirting and giving kind of flirtation or weird signals to somebody else, possibly in the workplace. For some of you, they could be somebody at work or somebody around them in some way. I have Taurus, Sagittarius, Virgo. Could be another Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. All right, let's go ahead and do Sag. I hate when those kind of readings come out. All right, 1, 12, 17. All right, Sag. I just saw the Lovers and the Devil. Damn, okay. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate it. What's going on with Sag and their person? Energy check. Let's see. All right, Sag. Ooh, Queen of Wands. There you are. Showing up in your energy. Okay. Okay, well, this looks decent. Okay, they're interested in you. Wow, they're obsessively thinking about you. Damn. This person's very, kind of jealous over you. Anyways, for your side, we got the Queen of Wands, the Justice reverse, and the Star. So for a lot of you, what I'm seeing here, you still have hope in a connection with this person. You still admire them. You still care about them to some degree. But you do feel like you were done wrong, or there's some kind of injustice between you and them. But I think at the end of the day, you still, desire them. You still think about them. Yeah, King of Swords, Ace of Wands reverse. So either there's an imbalance where there's a lack of passion between you right now. There's some kind of blockage. Or you could just feel like this person, if they have been pulling back from you, then why are they doing this? I feel like you want answers. And you're in this energy of the King of Swords, knowing this person needs to tell you some kind of truth, or they need to be more clear and, upfront with you as why there's some kind of, lack of passion, or why they've pulled back. Because this is somebody, yeah, you still have hopes in the connection, but there's some kind of blockage, or, they detach their energy in some way. Okay. You could be dealing with a Libra or an Aquarius. You don't have to. Okay, unexpected and reversed. Doubts in reverse. So you still are expecting this person to come through. Some of you are expecting a conversation from this person. Yeah, but you're making healthy choices. So a lot of you are focusing on your healing. Maybe you think that's necessary to focus on your healing, taking care of yourself. So for the most part, you look pretty well. Queen of Wands, the star, you're taking care of your health, you're healing, and you are expecting some kind of conversation from this person. You don't know exactly when, but you know, here, King of Swords, they are going to pull through and say something. If they wanted to be with you, they would be so, and then they wish to start over. So I think you want to be with this person, but you're telling yourself, if they want to be with me, they're going to have to interact with me. They're going to have to be the one to contact, to reach out. I think you're in this energy of making your priorities a factor here, focusing on yourself, maybe your health, your self-care, and you're just like, you know, if they wanted to be with me, they will, and they can speak to me. Yeah, there could be outside opinions affecting you. Okay, like there's gossip, third parties, whatever. But yeah, I think you're just in this energy of knowing your self-worth. Queen of Wands, the star, I am the prize. They want me, they want me. I would like to have a fresh start with them, but I'm not going to initiate it, is what I'm getting. So you're basically just straight on like, this is them. Their energy is a Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. Hey, Moonlighting. Wow, okay, this person is very intrigued by you. Obsessively, yeah, they're holding on to you. Four of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And it's weird, they're expecting you to come back to them as well. They're either expecting some kind of conversation or interaction with you, or they're just expecting you to take the lead, or they've been waiting for that. So this could be somebody that's waiting for you to take initiative. And then if you don't take initiative towards them, then they're going to eventually take the lead towards you. But this is a very strong divine masculine. So I don't know if this is like a twin flame. This is somebody, they are very attracted to you. They could be older than you. But this is somebody that is definitely thinking about you. They haven't moved on. And they are just obsessively thinking about what you guys could be and wanting to see some kind of future with you, or wanting to see where things go in the future, is what I'm seeing here. So some of you might end up hearing from them around the spring. I do see contact. This person's getting out of their south node. So maybe if there was cleanliness, possessiveness, they're more goal focused right now or on their self, which is weird. You guys are kind of mirroring each other because you're showing up in this independent energy of, I don't need this person. It'd be cool to have them, be cool to interact with them. I'm expecting them to kind of come back, but I'm not going to initiate it. And that's kind of where they're at as well. The Sun and Venus. Yeah. I feel like you guys both really attract each other. You both are very attracted to one another. But I think this person also is trying to be more independent. They could have more of an independent Venus. If not, that's what they're trying to work on, is being more self-sufficient, more on their own. And yeah, just try not to be like holding on or clinging. Yeah, this person, I don't think they're dealing with other people, because that's coming out in reversed. I think their priority or their focus is on themselves. Some of you, this person is having financial issues, or they're just not like in a position or place that they want to be at financially, and that could be what's going on. This person, yeah, they're feeling limited. They're feeling not good enough. This person feels they don't have much to offer, and that could be what they're trying to let go of, is that negative mindset. Okay, they could even think that you have other options and they don't. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, lies lead you nowhere. Seek or speak the truth. Your person can only offer the bare minimum. So maybe some of you, they lied to you. Some of you, it's vice versa. They lied to you and acted like they were going to offer you this lavish life, or acting like this person that they're not. For some of you, they acted like somebody that they're not. They have all this status, all this money, or they want to appear that way. And then the truth is, they can only offer you the bare minimum. Okay, so they're not all that they say they are, is what I'm seeing. They are working on healing their wounds. So maybe this person also, like, you know, maybe they didn't really tell you the gist of what they've been through, or there's stuff that they've kind of not disclosed to you. That could be it as well. Or a lot of you, they could have been lying about their money situation, acting like they had more than what they did. Oh, I'm sorry, Scorp. So your advice, Sag, is air, communication, and the sun. So you're needing to, at this time, really think about how you feel of the situation and what are in your thoughts, which I do see you doing that. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart. You're needing to kind of be like analytical right now and really think things through before, making a decision or making some kind of impulse. So as of right now, just really think it through. Think about, how you feel on the connection, what you want to do. If this person were to reach out, how would you respond? Things like that. This person, like I said, they could have possessiveness. Okay. They could be kind of possessive, or they could have possessive traits that they are letting go of and healing. Because I do have Taurus for their advice, which is about like, possessiveness, needing to focus on being more independent is maybe their advice here. So if they were possessive and controlling, or just trying to control everything, trying to get things on their way, their level, they're needing to really balance out their finances and stability, but also, even and connecting to things too, like sensual pleasures. Why are they connecting to you? Are they connecting because out of benefit, like they gain from being with you, or do they actually want something with you? So they're needing to ask themselves that, like, what do I really get the pleasure of with this connection? Like, what really pleasures me out of it? But I think for a lot of you, they were lying about their financial situation. I don't feel like there's anything else they're hiding. They could have acted like they had more than what they did, or they came from a rich life, or you know what I mean? They just acted like they were somebody that they weren't for a lot of you. And then maybe you saw the real them. So, but it looks like you still want them regardless. Could be a Taurus. I have Aries. I have Aquarius. Libra. Could be any sign. Oh, thank you, Angel Eyes. I appreciate that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do Cappy. 12125. Happy birthday. Hopefully you guys are having a good birthday season. You're welcome, Jilly. I need to come visit you in Ireland. I want to go to Ireland so bad. That's one of my places I want to go. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Japan. Hey, Jana. All right, let's see, Cappy, you and your person. What's going on? That's crazy, FK. Ooh, okay. I don't know what's going on with the two of you. It's an energy of like you want things to get better. Okay. Right now things are not going so well. Things are not winning between you and them. I got the 6 of Wands reverse, the 2 of Wands, and the Lovers. Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So for some of you, what I'm seeing in the situation is I feel like you have found your person. And maybe there's a sense of like things didn't work out in another connection, and you were trying to put yourself out there, and now you found somebody else. Because it's an energy, if this is somebody newer in your life, I feel like they might be. It's like something was a fail, something didn't work out, and it maybe had you discouraged to put yourself out there. So for a lot of you Capricorn, you guys could be finding your twin flame, your soulmate, definitely, or just a really deep connection. And I feel like it has potential, or you're wanting to see the potential of it. But also a sense of hesitancy of like, should I kind of wait it out before making this full decision? You could be having doubts of this connection. Like, what if it ends like the other one, or what if it doesn't go well? Because it looks like you are connecting to somebody and you feel a very strong connection, but you want more structure, more balance. Okay. Maybe you feel like this person is not giving to you the structure and the balance that you want. So that could be an issue. Some of you maybe also like you're taking your time because you're not ready to receive what this person wants to offer you. Because with structure, maybe you want to make sure that you're in a good place in your life before fully accepting this person. Because it does feel a bit of like hesitancy of like, I know this is a good opportunity, a good situation to be in, but maybe I need to have more success or more things working out better in my life before giving to this. Hey, Sunflower. Okay, the golden mirror. Some of you could feel afraid this person's love bombing you. You're trying to make healthy choices. Okay, so I think what's going on is you got kind of scared. I think you got scared because you're used to people not really wanting to take you seriously. And maybe you're telling yourself like you were love bombed or hurt in the past. And you guys could be afraid of giving to this new opportunity. Even though the feelings are there, the connections there, you want to make sure that it has potential before you're fully putting your all into this. I think you're afraid this person's love bombing you. And that's why you're hesitant to receive this. Okay. Basically, you're telling yourself if this person wants me, they'll make it known. Okay. So I think you're in this energy of wanting to see some kind of improvement or wanting to see dedication that they actually want to be with you. I think you have some doubts. Yeah. Some of you could be separating your energy with them. Time apart will improve your relationship. Maybe things move too fast. And you're kind of in this energy of like, I don't know if I fully trust them. Are they love bombing me? Are they somebody accountable? Are they somebody I can trust? It's kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay. You're okay. Love bombing basically is somebody coming in and telling you everything you want to hear. You know, being all romantic and loving and sweet and charismatic. Some of you got scared or you think, is this person really being sincere with me? Is it really something I can grow here? Because with the Ace of Pentacles, you guys could be looking for a marriage, a partner, a serious commitment. And you kind of, I think, are pulling your energy back, not knowing, you know, is this person going to meet that standard? Are they actually going to commit to me? Or were they just kind of coming in for fun and for games and not anything serious? Okay. This person, I mean, their energy, 9 of Cups reverse, Ace of Cups, and the Sun. So this person's trying to work out some kind of emotional codependency. Some of you, your person could have some depression or sadness that they're trying to heal from and work on. If it's not that, it's an energy of trying to be on their own, trying to make better, decisions. I think your person, maybe they showed up too strong. Maybe that's why it came off as love bombing, because they put a lot into this all at once. Maybe they did scare you. Because what I'm seeing an energy of like, I think your person wants to work on themselves. They maybe still have some healing to do. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Wands. So I feel at the end of the day, this person feels a really strong connection to you. And I think that's why, you know, they put so much into this, so much love, so much, you know, emotion. And maybe it scared you. Maybe you're like, what is this person doing? Are they, you know, mind games? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, this person wants to work things out with you. I see a very positive solution here. They want to come together, but they also want to make sure that they're in an emotional place as well to do so. Maybe they have emotional codependency, or they just put a lot into this at once. Yeah, this person's coming up where they're not really all that stable, okay? And this could be emotionally. And then I got family in reverse and fear. So maybe in regards to family, in regards to commitment, they have fear of that. They could have some kind of childhood wound they have to heal from. Yeah, this person's undergoing some kind of transformation in their life, some kind of understanding. They need to work on something in their life here. This could be a twin flame for some of you, or a very intense connection. Like maybe that's why, because I am getting like twin flame energy where you guys met and it was very sudden, very unexpected. And I think it shocked the both of you. And this person, I think they got kind of where they were more of the chaser towards you than you. I think you were liking their attention, but they came towards, you know, where you felt like, you know, maybe you guys need some time apart. Maybe this is kind of too much. They want to start over with you, and they could be comparing themselves. Maybe they feel like they're not good enough for you. Maybe if there has been a separation, they're feeling like you're talking to other people or you already moved on from them. Yeah, this person, it's like they don't have much confidence in themselves is what I'm seeing, or they lack a little bit of confidence. And they are undergoing some kind of emotional healing, some kind of transformation, and they want to start over. Hey, Tina. So what's your guys' advice? All right, you got the Black Moon. You feel like something is missing, or this person had some kind of hidden motive. That's what the thing is. I think you don't trust this person because of the way they came towards you. And you're in this energy, yeah, with Gemini, you're needing to kind of think things through and kind of wait and analyze the connection before giving to this. Some of you literally needed some space or some time away because you felt like they had some kind of hidden motive or hidden desire towards you. They got 8th house in Gemini. I think you scared this person or triggered them, maybe because of an end of communication. Some of you, I'm getting like a ghosted energy where somebody ghosted someone because of fear, not knowing the other's intentions. And then I think this person got too emotionally codependent on the connection or the energy they were getting from you. And then when you ended up stop speaking to them, it caused some kind of fear awakened in within them. Yeah. So I think this person is going through some kind of transformation, some kind of situation in their life they need to work on. And maybe you awaken them to that. For some of you, you guys could have awakened some kind of change or some maybe awakened fear in them, about codependency. Maybe they realize they're emotionally codependent or that they need to work on something about boundaries. Okay. Could be a Leo you're dealing with. I got Gemini. Could be any sign. All right, let's go ahead and do Aquarius. 130-15. All right, Aquarius and your person. What's going on with the two of you? What's the energy check with Aquarius and their person? Queen of Wands. Okay, well, this came out in the Sag reading. So you guys could have Sag in your chart. Okay. All right, what I'm getting, Queen of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, Two of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you're in this energy of trying to just remain calm and balanced, trying to keep a composure to yourself. I think you're dealing with somebody that is not really putting forth the effort or the energy in this connection. You could feel like you have no control over this person or situation. Yeah, Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. So for some of you, this person exited your life. This person either is exiting the connection, like you're not really dealing with them much anymore. This could be someone you have a child with for some of you. If not, it's an energy of like, I think you're just accepting, okay, this person leaves, then I got to focus on what I'm going to do afterwards, or I just got to focus on balancing my life. So I think you are upset, you are affected by this, but you're trying not to show it with the Queen of Wands. Kind of an energy of life goes on. It's like I can't control their narrative. I can't control what they want to do. So if this person chose to leave or they chose to remove themselves from my life, I can't control it. I can basically prioritize what's going on in my life, but I can't keep them to stay, is what I'm getting for you. You're in this energy of, you do care, you are upset, but you can't make the decision for them. Watching in reverse. So I think a lot of you are trying to just not think about them. You're trying to just go about your business, go about your life. You're doing a lot of reflecting right now. So soul searching, you're trying to focus on what you want with your life. A lot of you are goal oriented, focused on financing, family, things like that. Okay, addiction in reverse. Yeah. So you're not keeping this codependency to the connection. You're showing up as somebody that's not codependent. You are very self-sufficient. You can be by yourself. And it's an energy of I don't really need this person anyways. And it's not to sound heartless. I think you are missing them. You're sad. Five of Pentacles. That sucks. They left. But either they didn't do much for my life anyways, and they were just kind of a small fraction. Because you're thinking, okay, kind of like in a detached energy. Of like, they didn't really do much for me anyways. They didn't really put much work in. They were kind of non-existent when they were there anyways. So I think you're basically, Aquarius, making sure that you're okay. You're content at the end of the day. Yeah. Some of you feel like you were just love bombed, or this person, it was one-sided. Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. That it was one-sided. It was just, they really didn't put much into it anyways. So it's like you're not really missing something you never had, or some of you even feel like their priorities were elsewhere. Some of you could feel like all they cared about was partying, being single. Okay. And it's like, well, they didn't really do much for me anyways. They weren't really there. I couldn't really trust them or count on them. Maybe they cared more about themselves, their life, instead of me. You guys could be having a spiritual awakening right now, reflecting, having a spiritual awakening. And yeah, your relationship is divinely guided. So you're being divinely guided where you're meant to be. And I think you're in this energy of accepting if they leave, then oh well, I got to figure out my life. So their energy, 10 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups reversed. That's weird. Let me see. There's some other female affecting this. Okay, for some of you, they could be dealing with some kind of karmic. 6 of Cups reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. If it's not a karmic, for some of you, it could be their mother. Their mother could be some of you, the mom is affecting this relationship and impacting it. And it could be a very jealous, insecure mother for some of you, because I'm getting kind of a child energy. So I don't know if this is someone they have a child with and it's an ex of theirs or it's a mother of theirs. I'm just getting this person is kind of in between the two of you, or they are some kind of internal conflict here. And I don't know if either this person, I don't know if maybe the mom is not wanting this relationship to work out and they've been giving them bad advice. I'm getting some kind of female is in between the two of you. And it's causing some kind of conflict here. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with South Node in reverse and higher self in reverse, this person is lacking some kind of awakening or awareness that there's something they need to let go of. So I don't know if it's an ex, if it's something else external to this connection. It could even be just childhood wounds that are affecting this relationship. It's like there's something they're still kind of holding on to in an extent that they're not letting go of. Yeah, Venus. And I think it's somehow it's like affecting the two of you. It's interfering with your guys' relationship, whatever they're holding on to. So I don't know if that's like past pain, if that's some kind of trauma. There's something that is still kind of affecting them. Yeah, they're having a hard time healing from something. Some of you, it's an ex as well. Like it's an ex person that maybe they had kids with or somebody from their past. Yeah, a karmic relationship. Some of you Aquarius, they have a karmic person that's still either in their energy because they still have communication with them, or it's somebody that it's like they won't let that person go. They aren't freeing from that third party. And I got that in the Gemini reading. So you guys could have Gemini in your energy. They feel protective over you and you are better off as friends. So for some of you, your person could be like friend zoning you because there's still an ex or somebody still in their energy that they have not healed from. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. And maybe that's what you feel like. That's why you feel like this person was so quick to kind of give up or leave. You could feel that there's some other circumstance. Okay. But yeah, for a lot of you, they could be very protective over you, maybe trying to protect you from this karmic situation that they're still healing from or dealing with. And that's why they're friend zoning you or keeping you as, somebody kind of not very close to them. So your advice, we have the first house. So, and you're showing up in a Queen of Wands energy, which is Aries. Some of you could be an Aries rising. You're needing to focus on your individuality, your goals, which I feel like that's what you're doing anyways. Yeah, the sun. A lot of you, maybe like when the sun gets into your sign next week, because I think it starts Aquarius season on the 18th or the 19th. So like as you get into your sign, you're going to be feeling more confident. Okay, because really, like when it goes into the first house, that's like it's starting into your guys' season. So you guys are going to be feeling a lot more confident, focus on your goals, your priorities. And I see that happening for you. As you get into your birthday season, you're putting more focus onto yourself and not this connection. Their advice is fifth house. Okay, in the sun. So they're needing to figure out like what are things that they want out of this connection. How do they feel about you, about the connection in general? Do they have romantic desires and feelings for you? Do they want to continue things more? Do they want to take things serious? It feels like somebody that's been kind of friend zoning you or kind of pushing you away because of something else they're going through. And maybe they need to ask themselves, like, are they ready for, something intimate, something romantic, or do they just want to be friends right now? That's all they can offer you. So they're needing to ask themselves that. You guys could be dealing with, I have Aries, I have Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Hey, Ramona. All right, Pisces, 138.54, last but not least. All right, what's going on with you and your person? Energy check. What's going on with Pisces and their person? All right. Page of Swords. Page of Wands, reverse, 5 of Cups. Okay. Well, it feels like this person's energy, they're waiting on you, is the energy I'm getting from them. Your energy, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, reverse, 5 of Cups. Let me get a little clarity here. It's an energy of you being curious about this person, missing them, but not wanting to put too much interaction into it. You're playing hard to get. Page of Cups, reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So it's an energy of like, some of you, either it's a newer person in your energy or it's a new beginning with somebody. I think you're sad that things can't really continue more. So you're not really putting a lot of initiative or emotion into it for whatever reason. You're kind of giving it some time. 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Because even though you're curious about this person, you have some kind of interest, some kind of hopes for this. The problem is, I don't know if there's something else going on, like some kind of situation like you feel like you can't really tend to this just yet and you need to give it time, or just an energy of like, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens next. Like, I don't really want, some of you are also thinking kind of pessimistic of like, I don't want to put a lot of faith into this or a lot of hope and then get disappointed. Either because they've disappointed me before, or it's just an energy of like, I don't want to put too much into this, expect a lot, and then get nothing back. So you're kind of giving it some time. Yeah, reunion. A lot of you are wanting to reconnect with a soul tie. But either you're afraid, what if this person doesn't still have feelings for me? What if they don't find me the same way anymore? They're not as attracted to me anymore. I think you're trying to put off some kind of initiation because you're scared of like rejection or them just not wanting the same thing as you. Yeah, this is somebody you have unfinished business with. The World in reverse. So definitely a reunion, a reconciliation. I think you just don't really know where this person's at, how they feel for you, or what exactly they want out of this. And you don't want to have your expectations too high, okay? Could be a karmic relationship, or there could be past energy that is kind of getting in the way. Yeah, there's something you haven't completely healed from, or the both of you. So maybe this has become karmic in some way. There's still resentment. There's triggers, obviously. There might be something you haven't entirely let go of either. And that could be the problem. So the disappointment, this person hurt you and you just didn't tell them. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of like deep-rooted disappointment that this person did to you. There's something that they did disappointing to you that you still can't let go of, or you still are kind of holding on to. Maybe you didn't voice it or you didn't speak on it. Your person can only offer the bare minimum. So maybe either that you're not going to get much out of this person because they can only offer the bare minimum for whatever reason, or maybe that's the situation you're in where you can't really give this person much right now. Either that's financially or just energetically, emotionally. Okay, you feel protective over this person. So yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of sadness, disappointment. Maybe you're sad you can't offer more than you want to this person, but the circumstance, I do see there's a little bit of like resentment, there's sadness. Okay. Your person's got the Ace of Cups, the Death reverse, the Hanged Man. Looks like they are waiting for you. They still have love for you. The feelings haven't went away. And yeah, this person is coming, taking charge. King of Wands and the Justice. Dang. Yeah. Basically, this person's quite aware that they are still stuck on you. They still have a lot of love and desire. And at the end of the day, they still want to have some kind of relationship with you, whether you know that or not. Okay. Could be dealing with a Libra, a Pisces. Could be another Pisces, a Scorpio, a Leo, Libra. But yeah, your person wants to be with you. The feelings haven't went away. They still want to renew this. Yeah, they are still very attracted towards you. There's attraction, there's passion here. And I think this person tries not to watch you or tries not to fantasize about you because it's like they actually want you. They want to pursue you. They don't want to just be mesmerized and thinking about you. It's like they want physical stimulation, I want to say, or they want to be actually like stimulated by you in like the present, sense, not just thinking about you online and watching you. This is somebody that wants to actually be around you, wants to be in your presence. They want to feel you, touch you, smell you. They're holding back contacting you. I think they want to reach out, they want to come towards you, but for some reason they feel hurt or backstabbed, or there's some kind of sadness that they're still feeling. Okay. Or maybe they're waiting for some of you, they're waiting for you to take initiative and for you to contact them. And that's why they're holding back. They are eager to compromise. Okay. So this is somebody that's very wanting to compromise, wanting to be on the same page. Okay. But it comes off like their intentions are kind of questionable though. So, or they could wonder what your intentions are. So take it out, resonates. But yeah, this person's kind of waiting on you. They don't know what your intentions are. Some of you, they do feel betrayed or hurt from you in some way, and they are holding back. Okay. So your advice is the 6th house. Okay. The 6th house in Virgo. Wow. So a lot of you are being directed towards your finances. Now, if that's the case, where you feel like you don't have much to offer this person because of money, because of security, your finances, whatever. Some of you, your job could be impacting it as well. So if you have a job where it's like you have weird hours, or maybe you just have like not much spare time, that could be it as well. Like your work schedule is like really conflicting with theirs. That could be a problem for some of you. You could either feel like maybe your health isn't the best either. Like your emotional or physical health isn't the best. And that's kind of what's problem here. Because it feels like on your side, you feel like you can't give to them something because of something that you're going through. Either some of you, it's a physical situation, a mental, could be financial. But I think you're needing to make yourself more useful. You're needing to be nicer to yourself, take more care of your health and your finances at this time. Their advice is the 9th house. Some of you, it's a Sagittarius, or they have that in their charts. They're needing to also kind of the same way. They're needing to focus on their spirituality, focusing on their way of thinking, their way of doing. This is somebody that needs to take care of themselves. I feel more in regards to their life. So maybe this is somebody that needs to be more kind of, ambitious, having more fun. Maybe this person needs to take better care of themselves in regards to their hobbies, their interests. Maybe this is somebody they just need to do more because they kind of seem like they're at a standstill. Okay. Or they have all this, stuff they want to do, but it's like they feel restricted or stuck. So, but in regards to the connection, I think this is somebody that does want to see where things take off. They do, want to come back to you and work things out. But the problem is waiting on you, feeling kind of betrayed in some way. And yeah, I think you both have a little bit of pain towards each other. I don't know what's happened, but that's what I'm seeing here. So it could be a Libra, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, guys. Hey, Anna, we're going to go ahead and start members' questions. If you guys could just hold off asking until I get caught up on the questions, because I do have quite a few here. All right, Kitty, 147.33. What does Kitty not see coming? Let me see. I'm going to use this deck. All right, what does Kitty not see coming? You're welcome, T-Rose. Okay, well, basically what I'm seeing is somebody is still very attracted to you. There's this strong physical attraction, but there is some kind of reunion being postponed because of money or because of some kind of lack mentality. I think right now, Kitty, you and somebody are still desiring, lusting over each other, but there's not a 3D reunion. Yeah, this person is in this reflection energy of needing to work on themselves. Okay. Yeah, I think that both of you are separated right now, you and this person. And I think both of your priorities are on yourselves. And that's why you guys are still in the separation. You both are trying to work on your pinnacles, your money, your finances, trying to be like in a good place with your path. What do you guys want with your lives? But at the end of the day, I do see a strong, passionate connection here. There's still lust, there's still desire, but there's a reunion that's held back because maybe that's all this person can offer you is something that's not tangible. They can't offer you a serious commitment, or the both of you are just working on your finances, your priorities, and that's kind of what's going on here. But yeah, I do see a reunion being postponed because of money or some kind of abundance. All right, Ginger at 149.12. So is your person talking to other women? Is your person talking to other women? I don't think so. I feel like he isn't. I feel like he's not even thinking about anyone else. If he has a way of talking to somebody from his past, he has no desire. I feel like there could be a past person wanting to resurface or wanting to have communication with him, but he's basically making it known that he has no desire to be with this person. They could be a Scorpio. Yeah, basically he's ignoring somebody from his past. I don't even see him putting any kind of attention onto this person. If he does respond to them, he's just telling them like it's over. He don't have any desires to basically be with this person again. So it could be a past person that's trying to talk to him, but I don't see him initiating anything. And I'm being very clear with that decision. All right, Ashley at 150.20. All right, Ashley, let's see what comes out. Oh, you're welcome, FK. Okay, so you're in this energy of trying not to have doubt. You're trying not to think negative. You could be feeling stuck in a situation, Ashley, or overthinking. But I think you're trying to control the overthinking. Yeah, you're trying to let things be. The Tower in reverse, the Chariot, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. So if there's a situation in your life that you've just been holding on to, you've been worried about, I think you're at this point of you're trying not to worry anymore. You're just letting whatever be. Okay, Justice. It's an energy of like, I can't control this. I can't do anything about it. So I don't know if that's like a person romantically. This could be a financial situation where, you know, you're overcoming this and maybe you didn't get the outcome you expected. I don't know. But it feels like you're trying not to overthink about something that is out of your control, something that's already happened. You're just trying to let it be. And it could be something that had a grip on you for a while. It feels like you're trying to just move on and not let something upset you, is what I'm seeing. Just trying to just work past whatever this is. So it could be a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Libra. Could be a situation legally, financially. Hey, Stacy. All right, Veronica, 151.46. What does Veronica need to know? I'm going to use this deck. All right, what does Veronica need to know? Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you, kind of obsessively looking at you, watching you more. They're observing you. King of Swords. Yeah, this person they're mesmerized by you. I think it's somebody here that like you don't really have like a foundation or relationship with yet. This could be somebody that they are very intensely thinking about you and obsessing over you of what you guys could be. So it looks like somebody kind of at a distance or somebody that likes, so, you know, do a lot of introspection. Somebody kind of also that's a loner. Okay. But what I'm seeing here, Veronica, somebody is watching you a lot and observing what the two of you could have one day if things end up getting to that point. So they could have Aquarius or Virgo in their chart, but it's somebody thinking really like logical and analytical. Yes, I am available for personal readings if you want to book. All right, Angel Eyes, 152.59. Okay. Is your work finance going to change for the better? So is work and finances going to change? So what's going on with your finances? Are they changing for the better? Okay, well, I do see improvement. So if things have been feeling a little bit rough at your job, you could feel like there's conflict or there's people kind of interfering. You could feel like there's a little bit of manipulation at times, or you don't trust people. I feel with the Ace of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, things are going to get better. Things are going to improve. A situation that you've been dealing with, Angel Eyes, it is going to get better if it's been kind of conflicting or hard to manage. Okay. But I think you're needing to be a little bit better with your finances as well. it could be like there's a situation in your life that's taken your finances. So if it's not your job per se, it could be maybe you're over giving, maybe you're spending too much money on people, maybe you're being too generous, because it kind of feels like Nine of Pentacles reverse Nine of Cups. You kind of need to choose yourself and not always be there helping people. So if it's not your job, it's like maybe you're needing to save more because you've been helping too many people or just spending a lot of money. I see things improving in the future though, because you're being more clear and direct that I need to save. But yeah, it looks like you could be feeling like there's a lot of things, like you have all these, things that you have to manage or deal with. And that could be taking you financially. That could be affecting you. Excuse me, I got hiccups today. All right, Janet, 154.44. Wow, 444. What does Janet need to know? Wow. Okay. I see you and somebody having a conversation. You guys could be meeting, talking, going somewhere. There's been a lot of feelings hidden or somebody not telling you what they're wanting. Maybe a little bit of deception in some way. I feel this is a partnership with 444. I feel like you and it could be Ryan. I feel like you guys are coming together and trying to work things out. Yeah. 8 of Cups reverse, 7 of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups, Empress reverse. Yeah. So he's initiating some kind of reunion, whether it be talking face to face, if that's video calling, I don't know. But it's like he's been hiding his feelings or emotions. And I see him wanting to act on it and tell you what's going on. Yeah, there's been a lot of delays or stagnancy in this connection. But I do see him coming in with some kind of opportunity towards you and telling you how he feels. And then after you guys have this conversation, things are going to evolve after that. Things are going to get better after this conversation. But he's been keeping feelings to himself. So it looks good for the most part, Janet. Because I did see 444. Oh, you're welcome, Angel Eyes. Hey, Brittany Beach. All right, let's do T Rose. 156.10. What is there to be aware of? What should T Rose be aware of? Oh, you're welcome. Okay, you have some kind of opportunity. Okay. So what I'm getting, T Rose, I see somebody coming towards you, taking some kind of risk, wanting to come towards you. Doesn't look like somebody that you're interested in. Okay. Somebody's coming towards you in a passionate way, intimate. But I don't know if I would like take an opportunity on this. Yeah, I would kind of get some information on this person first. So I see somebody, either an ex coming back or a person that's new in your energy, T Rose. They're wanting to come towards you with some kind of intimate desire. Okay. And I think you're not really quite sure if you're interested in this person or what their intentions are. So it's telling me here with the Page of Swords, 3 of Cups reverse, Moon reverse, Judgment. Get more information on this person, maybe talk to them more before making plans or taking a chance on it. I feel you need to kind of figure out if you're even into the person, if you want them. I don't think it's bad, but it could be somebody that you just don't have anything in common with. Maybe you don't find any kind of, interest in this person. They could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or an air sign, but I'm getting strong water or air. And it's saying with the Ace of Swords to get more information, to kind of talk to them more before taking this chance or, gamble. Okay. One second, guys. All right, Albion, I got your question. I'm going to just hold off on questions for just a few more minutes. I just want to make sure I get, where I'm not distracted. All right, 158.11. Erica, what does Erica need to know? You're welcome, T Rose. What does Erica need to know? Okay. Okay, there's somebody in your energy that feels like they're not enough. Okay. And they could just be wanting to be single right now, or they've just been in this energy of wanting to have fun because they feel like they're not enough. So I don't know if that's you or if this is somebody else. Somebody feels they don't have much to offer. They have a lack of confidence. And I think it's somebody that you wouldn't even think they felt this way, because when it comes off, they act like somebody that's very, ambitious and fun and the life of the party. But deep down, somebody feels they're not good enough. So I don't know if this is somebody you're already dealing with, Erica, or somebody coming towards you. Yeah, it could be somebody coming towards you. Okay, it could be somebody that is from your past, resurfacing. I'm feeling somebody's coming back to tell you, why they separated, why they didn't give to you, why the two of you were kind of like not in a good place. So this could definitely be Andre. Because I'm seeing somebody feeling like they have a lack to give you, they're not in a good place emotionally. Maybe they can't offer you a whole lot right now. But it looks like they want to at least come back into your life and see if that's an opportunity. See if you guys can kind of be on the same page. So seeing somebody coming back, they're having fun, being single, and feeling like they just don't have enough to offer you. Or maybe they feel you're living your best life and you're not wanting them. So that's what I'm seeing. All right, Angel 15954. What does Angel need to know? What does Angel need to know? Okay, somebody is looking at your picture and they're wanting to call you or message you, but they're not. So I don't know who this is. I'll clarify. There's somebody wanting to contact you. They're watching your social media, maybe looking at your photos, Angel, but they're holding themselves back from contacting you. But they're missing you. Okay, it could be a water sign, King of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups reverse. Somebody wonders if you've moved on from them. So I'm seeing a water sign. They could be showing up as a masculine. It looks like a masculine water sign. They could also be an Aries too. It's somebody that you've known for quite some time, but you cut them off or you stopped speaking to them. Yeah, somebody from your past. You've known them for a while or you guys have had history is what it feels like. And it's like they're thinking about contacting you, but wondering either because there's a fight, disagreement, or just feeling like maybe you don't want to hear from them. Okay. So they're showing up as a masculine, but they could be in a masculine energy. And it's somebody that's missing you and contemplating reaching out, coming towards you. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody from your past that maybe there was a fight, disagreement, or you got mad at them. You could have felt like your time was being wasted. So that's what I'm seeing, but they're missing you. Heck, it could be more than one person. It could be 2 people for all I know, All right, let's go ahead and do B, 20142. All right, B, what can you expect the rest of January? All right, what can B expect? Okay, well, you could be cutting out a karmic relationship. And there could be a soulmate coming towards you. So there could be a karmic person in your energy that you're removing and cutting out. It doesn't have to be a relationship be. So you could be cutting just out somebody that's karmic in your life. And I do see a soulmate around you. So you're cutting out some kind of karmic. The Hermit. Yeah, 7 of Swords reverse, Page of Cups reverse, 2 of Cups reverse. Now, this could be somebody B where it is a romantic person. If it's not a romantic person, you just feel like somebody is very emotionally manipulative and you don't really want to have this person in your life anymore. It could be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be a Virgo. You feel like this person is just somebody you don't want to interact with anymore. Yeah, you don't really see a reason to have this person in your life. So there's some kind of karmic person that they're karmic, they're manipulative, and you just don't feel like you benefit having them in your life anymore. And this could be a friend, a family member, it could be an ex, okay? But I see you cutting out some kind of karmic or toxic person. Oh, you're welcome, Angel. All right, let's go ahead and do Jean, 20313. Whatever comes out for Jean. Okay, so right now you're trying to get some clarity, Jean. You're feeling there's a lack of truth in a situation. You could be wondering if somebody love bombed you, if it was one-sided. And that's kind of what I got for you yesterday. Yeah, because somebody is not pursuing you. They're not contacting you. Yeah, you're in your head. You're questioning with the moon. What is this person's intentions? Yeah, so it's somebody you're not in contact with. You're questioning, am I ever going to get some kind of truth from them? Am I going to hear from them? Am I ever really going to know what's happened between me and them? Like, are they ever going to confront me? Are they going to speak to me? Yeah, you're in this energy of like still holding on to somebody energetically. You're still making space for somebody in your heart, but you're not in contact and you have a lot of questions. And it's somebody that's avoiding you or they're just not reaching out for whatever reason. You're wondering their intentions. Like, do they actually care about me? Or are they just in it for the wrong reasons? What do they want out of this partnership? So, could be a Sag, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Aries. You're just really confused. All right, Antoinette, 20436. What are the good things coming to Antoinette? Good things coming towards Antoinette. You're letting go. We got Pluto letting go. Okay, you could be letting go of a person. I saw union in reverse. So you could be ending a relationship or connection. Yeah, feeling like it's not working out. This person's coming towards you very inconsistently. Yeah, I think you're just trying to move on. Yeah, I think Antoinette, you're letting go of a foundation of a relationship, realizing until this person, works on themselves, I can't be with this person. Yeah, I think you're just not prioritizing it anymore and you're choosing yourself. So you're letting go of this person, this partnership. You feel like it's just unstable and you're focusing on yourself is what I'm saying. All right, Amethyst, 20538. All right, Amethyst, how far do Austin and Loki live from you? How far? And they could be in your vicinity. I just saw the 6 of Cups. So they could be around you. Let me see. Amethyst, how far? I feel like they're closer than you think. I don't know why I got that in my head. I feel like they're closer than you think. And with the Hermit, I feel eventually you guys are going to cross paths again. You and Austin. I feel like you are going to cross paths. Maybe right now you guys are more just ignoring each other emotionally. I feel you guys could be kind of close to each other. I saw the 6 of Cups. Yeah, Death in reverse. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I think the thing holding you guys back is this third-party situation. I feel like energetically and physically, he is kind of close to you. I don't feel like you guys are that far away. You may think so because emotionally you're upset about the situation. You may feel like you're never going to see him again or you're never going to cross paths. But I feel like he's going to resurface back into your life. He could end up moving closer to you or just being around you in your neighborhood or finding him somewhere. Because I feel with the 6 of Cups, like there's going to be some kind of reconnection, resurface. But there's some kind of third party or the both of you are kind of keeping ties separate here for your own personal reasons is what I feel. All right, let's go ahead and do Aries man. What should Aries man be careful of? All right. There's going to be somebody trying to come back into your life. They could be obsessive or have some kind of addiction. Could be possessive. Yeah, somebody's coming back romantically towards you. Could be an ex of yours, Aries man. But they're still codependent. Yeah, somebody's returning back to you. 8 of Cups reversed. 7 of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles, Strength in reverse. It feels like a cry for help. Because they know that you're in this good financial place or they know that you're well off, you're grounded. I hope someone's not coming back for like material reasons because they know you're doing well financially. Yeah, it's like somebody is coming back after no contact with you or there's been some kind of disconnect. They could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Leo. But I think they want to make you feel bad or they want to play the victim. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. And I hope they're not coming towards you for possession or they like want something from you because you're showing up as a King of Pentacles. So you look like a businessman, looks like you got good money. I just hope they're not like in it for the wrong reasons. I do see an intimate connection, but dating in reverse. Maybe it's someone you're not dating or you don't know if you want to continue dating them. All right, let's see. Let's do Tess 20853. Will D ever reach out and apologize? Will D ever reach out and apologize to Tess? Knight of Cups. Okay, so I do see them coming through. Now I lost this card. Okay. Empress. Yep. You're going to get an apology. Yeah, he's going to fight for you. He's going to come in and fight for you and apologize. There's going to be a love offer. Yep. He's coming back. I think he's worried that there's other people, Tess, that you have other options or you're attracting other people. And that's why he's worried. So I do see him coming in with some kind of opportunity. Yeah, Cupid's arrow. So he's surprising you, some kind of invitation or some kind of message you're not thinking you're going to receive. So yeah, he's not able to move on from you. So I do see D coming back and apologizing, and there could be some kind of date or opportunity, some kind of invitation. All right, Tina, 21007. What are CJ's feelings for Tina? Okay, he feels like you guys can work on this. Okay, and he's watching you obsessively. All right. So, but in his perception, he feels like you guys are working on this, or there's a chance to. Yeah, he feels like you guys can overcome whatever the blockage is. And even though there's a lack of communication or a little bit of, difference of opinions, he feels like the two of you can come back and work things out, or there's a chance to renew something. He could feel like he was going through something else where like his perception was off in the connection with you, Tina. Yeah, he's ready to reconnect or have some kind of opportunity. So he's feeling a lot more optimistic. So I don't know what was going on in his life. He was feeling a negative perception for some reason, but I got twin flame under that. So he feels like you guys had some kind of strong soul connection. And I do see the 6 of Cups in the sun. So it looks really positive. He had some kind of negative thought for whatever reason, but he's overcoming that and he's letting go of fear. And it could have been because of a lack of confidence, but he does feel very optimistic about your connection and he wants to build something. And I do see, wow, yeah, look, Tina, I do see an opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. So he wants to build, have some kind of connection. Oh, you're welcome. All right, let's go ahead and do Chrissy, 21142. Okay, what can you expect, Chrissy, in February? Okay. Well, you're going to be hearing from somebody that you feel either you're in separation with them, Chrissy, or you just feel they backstabbed you and they hurt you in some way and you have no desire to get back with them. So I do see you getting communication from somebody that you're trying to cut out of your life. Okay. There's somebody you're trying to cut out. You don't want to speak to anymore. They are going to message you and give you some kind of truth. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Somebody's coming back around. Okay. It could be a fixed sign, somebody karmically you're dealing with. Yeah. They're coming in to see if there's still an opportunity to be with you. Okay. So I'm getting a Pisces, could be a fixed sign. Somebody you no longer want to be with. You are cutting this person out of your life. Why is that? Okay. You can feel energetically drained by this connection, or like you've given it so much time and energy that you have no interest anymore. I think at one point you did love this person. You did care for them. But I think you're just wanting to focus on yourself. You could be really focusing on your finances, your career right now, pouring back into you. You could feel like this person like took everything from you energetically or emotionally. They just drained you. And it feels like an energy of them still kind of pulling on you or still holding on to you. And that's why they're coming back. So somebody that hurt you in some way, or you just felt like they were lying to you, deceiving you, you have no interest in this person anymore, and they are coming back. So signs that I got the strongest, I got Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Could be any sign, could be an earth sign as well. All right, let's do Kaylee. 21344. Yeah, 21344. What is Isaiah not telling you that you need to know? Okay. Okay, well, it looks pretty positive. What he's not telling you is that he is learning from his past mistakes and he wants to rebuild this relationship. So maybe he's not owning up to his accountability. Maybe he's not being too like apologetic with you, Kaylee, but with the King of Wands, it could be a pride thing, like out of ego, out of pride, not telling you, like basically he knows he messed up. Yeah, judgment, Nine of Wands reverse, Two of Pentacles reverse. Basically, yeah, death in reverse. What I'm seeing here with him is like, I don't think he's hiding anything particular. I think it's his pride and his ego. He knows that he messed things up with you. He's learning from the past. And he realizes by not being full accountable, not putting forth the effort with you, by not really making things stable, that he messed up this relationship. And he does want to work things out with you. But I think he's somebody, he could be having an ego death or something, or he just doesn't like people knowing how he feels emotionally. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, he is quite aware he messed things up with you and he wants to fix it. And he has to be more accountable. So it looks pretty positive. Oh, you're welcome, Chrissy. All right, 21515, all band. And then I am available for more members' questions if you haven't dropped yours yet. All right, all band, what does Spirit want you to know? Okay, maybe you need to go out and have fun. Okay, I got paradise and partying. So maybe you're needing to go out, maybe go on vacation. Maybe you're needing to go to a beach, because this looks kind of to me like Daytona, or kind of looks like, I've never been, but it almost kind of looks like Panama City Beach. So maybe you're needing to go on vacation, all band. You're needing to spend time with friends, with family, have fun. Maybe you've been too serious and you're needing to have fun. Yeah, I feel like you've been putting everything else first. Like putting love first, putting everyone else first but yourself. So you're needing to have fun. You're needing to just not be upset, not needing to be in your emotions about anything. You're needing to really just put into you, is what I'm seeing here. Because maybe you've been making everything else a priority and not yourself. So what I'm getting here with the spirit guides here is they want you to have fun. They want you not to take life so seriously, and that you're needing to just have fun and find joy in situations. Even if it's situations that were upsetting to you, trying to not let it affect you the way that it does. And maybe a vacation or having fun, going somewhere with friends and family would be a good idea. All right, guys, go ahead and ask your questions if you haven't already for members. And I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes. And make sure to drop it in the chat instead of the email. You guys can just drop it on here if you guys would like. I do have a little bit more time to answer questions if you didn't get yours. Make sure to do so, because I'm not going to be live again. Probably until Sunday is the next time that I'll be live. Oh, you're welcome, Alban. All right, Katie, let's see what's coming towards you. What's coming towards you this weekend? Could be somebody from the past. Ooh, okay. It could be somebody from the past. Somebody could be thinking about the past with you and maybe wanting to confront you, talk to you. Wow, you're showing up as an Empress. So yeah, somebody from the past is thinking about you. Wow. How they should have committed to you. Yeah, somebody is kicking themselves because I saw engagement ring in reverse. So somebody is kicking themselves for not marrying you, for not committing to you, for not taking things to the next level. The Empress, the Hierophant, the World, and the Seven of Wands. Somebody knows, yeah, they were foolish. Damn. So somebody basically, what I'm seeing here, somebody is having a lot of regrets. They didn't commit to you. They didn't have things more serious with you. And they really feel foolish and that they don't have an opportunity now, is what I'm seeing. So, wow. They could be a Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Could be an Aries. But I'm seeing somebody from the past thinking about what you guys could have had if they would have committed. All right, and let's see whatever comes out. Wait, let me scroll up real quick. Yep, okay. Sorry, I almost missed your question. All right, and whatever comes out. Okay. This just jumped out. There might be something you're not healing from, Anne, or you're having a hard time healing from. It could be somebody that you thought you were going to commit to or have a serious commitment with in some way, and wondering if that's still going to happen. Like if you and this person are still going to commit. King of Wands, the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel in reverse. Okay. Well, it looks like somebody's obsessively stuck on you. So if you're not thinking about this person, Anne, could be a Leo, could be a Capricorn, a fixed sign. They're thinking about you and like what you guys could have had and wondering if that's still kind of a possibility. This is somebody that's thinking about the past. Yeah, I think you cut this person off. You're not talking to them. So it's somebody you're not in communication with. They're having a hard time healing from this. Yeah, this person is still attracted to you. They might be trying to find a way to contact you. If you have them blocked or they can't access you, they're going to try to find another way to speak to you because they're watching you in some way. They're watching you and they're wanting to get some kind of information of what you're doing because they are still stuck on you. And I think they want to come back into your life. Could be a Virgo as well. But yeah, they're obsessively thinking about you. Oh, you're welcome, Katie. All right, Alexis, what's headed your way? Okay, you could be ending something because you're trying to ground yourself, focus on your stability. You could feel the situation, whatever it is, it's affecting your stability and that you have to end it. What is this? Could be a relationship you're ending. Yeah, because you're the Empress. Yeah, the World, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. You might be cutting out a relationship, Alexis, because you don't feel that it's benefiting you. And that you're this Empress energy and you're focusing on your finances, your career, and wanting abundance and growth. And you could feel this person's blocking you or restricting you in some way. It looks like you're ending a relationship soon because you're making yourself a priority. You are focusing on you. And you might even be sick of the third party too, because there's some kind of temptation or you feel like you're in a third party. It looks like you're having respect for yourself and you are getting out of a situation that you feel is holding you back. Yeah, you're wanting balance in your life and you're just trying to move on from whatever this is. So it looks like, yeah, you are making yourself a priority and you're choosing yourself and possibly ending a relationship. All right. Are there any other member questions before I get off of here? Because I do got to get off here in a few minutes. I got plans with my friend this morning. So I just need to make sure to change outfits. You're welcome. Also, if you guys want to book personal readings, I have personals available. Everything's below in my description. And I do still have 2 for $20, PayPal and Cash App. If you guys want to purchase that way, you want to purchase on the website, either way. But I do have that availability for you. You're welcome, guys. All right, just drop your questions if you guys have one. If not, I will go ahead and get off of here. And I might do another reading tonight, actually. I would like to do one this evening or like tonight, like later in the night. I might do that around like 8 or so. I'm just going to kind of see like how everything goes because I did start up college again. So I do have a couple assignments to do for my schooling. But other than that, it's the beginning of the semester. So not much going on. Just reading, the syllabus and all that and, introduction to me and all that stuff. So not too much. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. If you did have a member's question and you didn't get it answered, you guys can always email me and I will email it to you. So I will just send it through email. If you guys didn't get any kind of question, if you didn't get your reading for your free member reading, if you recently joined, you get a free reading every week of your choice. So through my website, one of those readings you get for free. Just let me know. You just have to tell me in the email because you can't purchase it on the website. So just let me know through email. Hey, I want this reading. I want their feelings or whatever. Just let me know and I will get that done for you by this weekend. I will send them as fast as I can. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys later. Bye, Jilly. Bye, Ramona. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys later. Like I said, I'm going to try to do another live tonight Maybe I'll do members again tonight and super chats. So I'm going to try to do that later. All right. See you later.